If the cops ask, I was already here.
FBI, open up!
No. So, what's good, guys? JamesZero here, bringing you guys a brand new video, and today I'm excited to play Call of Duty World at War. Gotta love good old World at War. It sucks that only the UK version of this server is active, because there used to be a US version of it, and usually by this timing it would be pretty packed. You know, you would see both of these PDGs, and like, there's like another version of this type of server under like another kind of close name to it, and they were always like the top 4 of the game, because it was like, in reality, like, kind of the closest ones you had to the actual game. But anyway, let's just hop on this and go from here. I keep seeing posts on Facebook every once in a while when I do eventually take the time to actually scroll through it. I keep seeing a lot of people posting stuff like, I will respect them unless they earn it or whatever. And it's like, I don't know why for some reason, but I always keep seeing those posts where it's like, you know, it's like the whole like respect elders and I ain't gonna respect them until they earn it or something like that. And I'm just like, it's always so weird seeing that as like a starting ground for people, because it's like, if you're gonna immediately be like, try to be like, make it seem like you're so much important where you have to have others earn your respect, I feel like that's always kind of like a shitty thing, because it's like why do I have to like work hard to get your respect to even get to know you? Like, it's just so weird. It's just, I don't get it with some people. To me, when it comes to people, if I ever met you or not, and a lot of times I always try to treat it as a one-time meet deal. Like, I don't try to make myself like I'm the better person in a lot of situations where it's like, I always try to give everybody a good, neutral, fresh start of a line of respect when it comes to everyone. And like, even if it's going to be like a short 5-second encounter, like for a second, like if I go to the store or go to a gas station, like here we go, for instance, like a convenience store, it doesn't have the automatic doors where you actually have to manually open the door. I would, like, you know, if I see someone coming close to me, and I'll be like, all right, I'll open the door for them, and then they walk on through. Majority of the time they always say thank you, you know, and they smile, or they smile and they nod their head, and as they're walking in, I can hear them say thank you. You know, it's like, that's fine, you know, like, that's cool, you know, that's, you know, technically a normal, that's what a normal citizen is, you know, like, they will say thank you when you open the door for them and all that stuff. But then there's that, always that small one, that small little group, and eventually there'll be the one where they're not an asshole or something like that, and they'll just be like, you know, they just walk on in, they don't say nothing, but then they got those ones that just give you that fucking look. They just be like, they just look like they just went through the worst day of their life. And it's like, I don't want to be like an asshole to them. So a lot of times I just don't say nothing. You know, to the people that say thank you as I hold the door open for them for a second, I always say you're welcome or something like that. That's what I always do. Like, that's just how I am. That's what I was raised basically to do. Like, I was just like, I always just try to be nice to that. Same as like going to the stores or whatever, and like, you know, at the checkout lane or something like that. Like when somebody say, like, when you get done with your order, and you know, and as you're about to like grab your stuff and put it back in the cart and go, they always say, they hand you the receipt and they'll be like, thank you for coming in, I hope you have yourself a nice day. And I always end it saying thank you, you too. Like, after I say you too, and they'll be like, I'll try. I always hear some of them that will say that. It's just them saying about like they're going to try because they're at work. I always try my best to always respect everybody equally, but it's just until like you start turning into a jerk. Like, I usually have a limit of like, you sounded harsh at first, you know, it's like whatever, I try to let it slide. But it's just like, if it keeps piling on and on and on and on and on, that's where I'm going to be like, that's where I'm kind of like, okay, you know, you need to get yourself back in place, man. I always look at it like this. You're on this planet one time, and you really want to spend it by being an asshole. That's literally how I look at it. It's sad, like, you got people that just don't care. All at the end of the day, I want to just be able to, like, play guitar, play video games, mind my own business. You know, not try to be, like, I'm not wanting to be an asshole around people or nothing like that. You know, if I bump into people and, like, some random person started talking to me about, like, the weather or something crazy that's happening or something that, you know, like, for instance, like, we had the Super Bowl not that long ago. So we got a lot of people in Ohio keep talking about the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl the first time since like the 80s. And so every once in a while, like, you know, I'll just be like, yeah, man, it's pretty insane. Like, I don't want to be like hateful, but a lot of times, you know, some people might start conversations I'm not like fully interested in joining, but like, I'll try to at least polite by like, you know, first of all, I know what they're saying, so it's like it's not like I'm ignoring them or nothing. I try my best to, like, I'll just say like a couple words, and then eventually after a minute they'll be like, yeah, man, it's crazy, and then they just turn around and go on their day. But then there's some of them where it's like they just keep talking and talking and talking. And like, I'm not a rude person, and I always hate like trying to sound mean a lot and everything. It's like, sure, I might sound mean around my friends, but we're just us fucking around. Like, we'll always joke around, like one of us being mean to each other sometimes, but that's just friends breaking each other's backs. But like when it comes to a complete stranger, I try my best to, you know, just treat it equal, you know, just be nice. Try to do the whole, you don't want to be, you want to be treated right, so you better treat others right. You know, that's how I always try to look at it. A lot of times when I have people that's like disrespectful or whatever, it's usually young kids that try to act like they're from like the hood or try to act like they're tough and stuff like that. Meanwhile, they're like 4'3" and fucking like 60 pounds, you know, like little kids that just watched like a bad guy movie. Like they just got done watching like a gangster film and they think they're a gangster or something like that. I'm just like, motherfucker, you have no idea what the hell you're trying to act. Like that's also a thing like at my job. It's just like when I'm at my job, you know, it's like I usually like to keep to myself and just like do my job and call it a day. But there's days where like I'll be put in stations with others. And a lot of times, you know, I always just keep my chill and keep it to myself, you know, I just chill and doing my own thing. And, you know, there's like a couple other people at my station. They're talking, having a good time. As long as, you know, we're getting production going, no one gives a fuck if we're talking or not. As long as we're getting parts left and right, that's all that matters. So no problems with that. And sometimes, you know, they'll start talking to me and I'll talk to them, you know. It's like I'm not like one of those kind of people where it's like I want to be perfectly by myself and it's like talking to me and I'll start being all upset with you and I'll be like, fuck you because you're talking to me. No, I'm not like that. Like, I'm pretty chill to talk to anyone. It's just like there's certain moments where I'm just like, you know, I might like to be just perfectly alone. But other than that, like I'm pretty chill to talk to like anyone when it comes to this stuff. Like I even talk to random people at like stores, you know, we're in line. Like for an instance, when I went to GameStop, I always talk to someone like all the time when I went there because it'd be like I'll go in there, see a couple of games, see another person that's looking at the same type of games I'm into, and then we'll be talking for a good minute, you know, and then like for a while we're just like, oh yeah, we're into this and that, you know, we're just talking about like certain games and we kind of wish that certain things happen in these games or whatever, you know, gaming stuff in general. And that's usually pretty easy for a lot of people when it comes to starting conversations and making friends is through gaming. And then like I also had conversations with people about guitars, audio equipment, and all that kind of stuff. I usually try to keep myself to that. You know, I always try to keep myself like that and just, you know, be all tame and, you know, nothing wrong with it. You know, it's just like, and like I have no issue with like, you know, let's say in the future, you know, and my channel managed to get farther enough to the point it started like attracting towards people around even where I live, and they start coming up to me and started talking to me, talking about how, you know, they like my videos or my streams or whatever. Like, I'll be 100% cool with that, like no issues with that. And I'm not like saying anything and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get big and have people recognize me and stuff. It's not even that. It's just like, you know, it'd be kind of cool to get that big, but I don't want to get too huge or whatever, because it's just like, I don't know, there'd be like so much flack towards it, you know, like if you get to a big channel name, you deal with a lot more shit. And like I don't care if my face is out to the internet and everything, because I'm not really doing nothing super bad. I'm just making videos, me talking over a game and telling stories, you know. So like this shouldn't get me in trouble with my job if I decided to make videos like this. Like, at least I'm battering my job, you know, like if I'm literally like talking shit to other coworkers about other coworkers on here and all this stuff, yes, that could get me probably in trouble. But luckily nobody at my job knows I do YouTube, or the type of person that would actually just like would talk shit behind people's back, even though I don't do that. Like, I don't talk shit behind people's backs because I don't like the thought of people doing that with me. But that's just something you can't really do because that's just how the world works, you know. It's like you got people that talk shit. But yeah, like when it comes to like if anybody ever like, I don't know, future reasons, like for future purposes, you know, if anybody ever approached me, you know, and like that watches these videos, I appreciate it, you know. It's just like make sure it's not like during an inappropriate time, like if I was in the bathroom or something like that. But other than that, like I'm pretty tame to like if anybody ever wants to walk up and talk, but it's just like it depends on like the timing, I guess. But anyway, enough of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys.